Pastor Tripp, talk about why the war is still happening.
Why the war is still happening. Okay, y'all hear that? Wow, thank you, Elijah, for the question. It's a big question for sure, and it's an honest one because when you look at the world, you see conflict everywhere. Nations fighting, communities divided, people hurting each other. And the question is, why doesn't it stop? The Bible actually speaks to this. James chapter 4 asks a similar question. What causes fights and quarrels among you, right? And the answer is simple, but it's actually deep. It says it comes from desires within us. In other words, war on the outside starts with conflict on the inside. Genesis 4 also shows it very early in the story. Two brothers, Cain and Abel, same family, same environment, but something got into Cain's heart. Jealousy, anger, unresolved emotions, and it turned into violence. So when we ask, why is there war in the world? The deeper answer is because there's brokenness in the human heart. And there's certainly brokenness in the hearts of our leaders, even here in the United States. But let's bring it closer, okay? Because most of us won't ever lead a nation into war, but we felt conflict. We felt tension, frustration, moments where we wanted to snap, shut down, crash out, right? And if we're not careful, the same thing that shows up on a global level starts showing up in small, everyday ways, in our lives. And that's why Jesus doesn't just address the behavior, but he addresses the heart in the Sermon on the Mount. Because peace, in the world has to start with peace in us. So here's the reset for today. Instead of asking, why is everything out there so broken? Also ask, what's going on in me? Where am I holding tension? Where am I carrying frustration? Where can I choose peace even if the White House doesn't? Because you may not be able to stop every war that's happening in the world. Let's be real. But you can decide the sort of spirit you carry into the world. And that's where real change begins. Elijah, what an incredible question. And I'm just going to allow us to let that sink in. If this blessed you in any way, share it with someone that you love. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for the next Daily Reset.